outside consistency, that touch. That
Yeah,
he seemed to lack
I
last
think
year.
he just went through a little spurt there where he lost confidence, and it happens in sports, and it's probably the most difficult thing to coach. And you see it in all sports in a variety of ways, whether it's a 3-foot putt, a field goal, a jump shot, whatever it may be. Sometimes, we have a quote in our locker room: "The mental is to physical is 4 is to 1," and that's never more evident when guys are struggling mentally. Dante's a very good player. I think sometimes he doesn't get enough credit for all the other things he does. He's 6'8". He's out there on the perimeter dribbling the ball like a guard and passing the ball. He's one of our best passers, relieving pressure. Now there's no question he struggled with his shot, and yesterday he made 6 threes in the scrimmage. So I do think he's more confident, more comfortable. He knows he's going to take more. He knows we're counting on him to do more. But he's a different kind of player. I don't know that he's the kind of guy that he doesn't play like Jerron, where he's always going to, kind of demand the ball and try to do all these things to score. We have a lot of guys that can score, and so I don't know that he's going to be a 17-point scorer. He may or may not be, but he certainly is going to be a guy that I think plays at a high level.
You have 3 really good cats back in that backcourt with Shelton, Gabe, and Marquise.
Yeah.
What are you seeing out of them developmentally wise, and what do you expect out of them this year?
I don't think that they have to change much. I'd like to see Shelton, stay healthy, which is not going to be easy considering he's a guy that's had multiple knee surgeries, and so we're going to have to really monitor his minutes and his practice time. We're already doing that. He played 4 minutes in Spain. He can't practice every day. It's something we have to deal with. Having said that, I think offensively he's a really talented player. He's a guy that's worked unbelievably hard on his shooting and has become a very good shooter. We're trying to get him to continue to work to have a bigger impact defensively. I think that's something that he's got to focus on. It's really the only area that I need him to get a little bit better. I think Marquise is just a little bit more vocal, a little bit better understanding of overall fundamentals, and he's doing a better job of distributing, of finding other players, of creating for others, and not just being a shot maker. And because he's something he can do. Certainly working on his 3-point shot in terms of his ability to get it off a little bit quicker. Wouldn't even mind him taking a few more, missing a few, just to kind of get him to shoot more, because he can shoot a very good percentage. And it sets up everything else he does. And then Gabe DeVoe is just kind of a guy that he can do a little bit of everything. He can shoot some threes. He's a big, strong, physical driver to the basket. He plays with good range. Just getting him to slow down and relax, and he's going to have a good year too. He's a guy that really has put in the time, comes in early every day, wants to do well. He's a guy that I think is a senior. He's poised to have a very good year.
You got some big non-conference games early at Ohio State, Florida. How much does that kind of add to the excitement level and the sense of urgency for this team?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I don't think we look down the road too much right now. I think this year we're all, not really just this year, but this time of year, we're more just worried about what we're trying to do. And guys are just trying to fit in and find out what our role is. Schematically, we're changing a few things and trying to find out what's the best way to play. The one unique thing that is a little bit challenging is because of our post players, they're all a little bit different. And so finding out the best way to play with different lineups in the game is a little bit, different. Dante's at the 4 spot. He's a little bit kind of a different 4-man than Amir and Malik, and if Mark Donnell's in there and Eli's out, he's a little different 5-man than Eli. And so, I think that's a big challenge for us offensively, is finding ways to be successful with offense and having to change a few things with the different people that we have in different personnel situations.
Clyde Trapp is a guy that can maybe come in and provide some depth in the backcourt. What have you seen from him?
Yeah, he's a high energy guy that I think has great length. He still has a bit to learn, especially on the defensive end. He's a guy that I think can add depth, especially if we pick up full court a little bit more, which we haven't done in the last year or two. Just haven't felt like we've had quite as many bodies to do it. I think you really need bodies if you're going to do it every game, all year, and it's going to be a staple of what you do. And we kind of feel like we have a chance to do that. We did that a few times earlier in our career here, and maybe one other year in the middle. The last couple of years we haven't been able to do that, but I think we're going to try to go back to that, and so that may give him opportunity to work the ball and just add depth. You know, I'm excited with that. AJ Oliver's another freshman that I think, you know, really good motor, moves extremely well, all around the court, can shoot on the move, has good length, and has the benefit of being here 6 months earlier, having been like a football gray shirt, if you will. I think that was something that, you know, has helped him, and that he's put on 12 to 15 pounds, has a little bit better understanding because he came here in January, and feels a little bit more comfortable now than he was last year.
Brad, what